wanted to sort of start with how to start, in case you're missing any steps along the way. So I'm at the Project 3 template. I'm going to click on code, and I'm just going to download it. I'm going to do it so that I put it in my my username repository. So now if I download it, I can say show in Finder. And then I thought I had another window open. Here's my website that let's see, where is it? Alana Codes. So this is my username repository. And I think I'll put it on the main folder. So I'm going to just drag the zip over and then expand it. Now I can just get rid of the zip. And I'm going to click on this and rename it. So you could name it Project 1. That's perfectly fine. You could name it the name of it. So like I'm working, I'll call it SETI Institute because that's the project I'm going to use to show you. So in Visual Studio Code, let me open this one up. And then let's see, while we're doing that, so this is the site that I'm going to start to code. And what I want to do is just sort of get all the pieces in here first. So if I click on this and expand, and I'm going to export this one times. Okay, export rectangle. I'm just going to get everything exported that I need. I need the logo. Export this. Come on, export. Export SETI logo. And then I'll just do this one. Export image. Okay, so this is using Figma. So now I have Visual Studio Code. Let me just close this, or I'll just add it to this one. You already have this part done. I just hadn't. So I'm going to just add my thing here and then close up all this other stuff. Too many files. Sorry. Okay, let me close this one. So, oh my gosh. Okay, so here is you should probably only have your username folder in here, right? So here's that. And then I just added this folder, SETI Institute. So let's click on the index and then, it's complaining, sorry. Okay, and then we're going to open this in the browser using Live Server. So here's kind of like the default stuff that we have. You could totally keep it or delete it. Because my SETI site doesn't have any columns in it, I'm just going to do these 3. The only flex box I really need is these 2. So I may, what did my template look like for I don't even have a nav. Okay, I'll just get rid of everything. So I'm going to start fresh. Oh, they do have a nav. Okay. I'll delete that. Delete that. It's already linking to the style file, so that's good. I'm going to keep the nav, I guess. And then I'll keep the main tag, but delete everything inside of it. And then I don't really need a footer right now. Okay, so this is pretty much set up to just have this example link. So there's nav, and inside my nav, I'm going to also have my logo. So I'm going to make a div around it. Div, and I'm going to call it class logo. So I'll put the logo image there. And then my links, I only have per people and projects. So I'll just change this to, I'm going to make a file called people.html. And then this will be, the label basically will be people. And then the next link will be projects.html. So I'll make a file called that, projects. And then I don't need the third one, so I'll get rid of that. And then let me move my images over real quick. So they've downloaded here. SETI always names things really dumb. So let's see what we've got. Rectangle. So this was like a kind of banner image. So I'll call it just banner for now. This one was like the, I'll just call it home banner. And this one is like, I don't know, I'll just call it, I'll call it pink banner, just so we know that one is which. Pink banner. And then why is this not downloading? Let's see what's going on. Logo. Export. Okay. Okay, hopefully it's this one. Okay, and there's the logo. I'm just going to rename it to logo lowercase. It's just easier if things are lowercase, so I might as well do it now. And then here's my folder. Assignments, SETI. And I have an images folder, so I will add the logo, the home banner, and the pink banner. Put those here. And now logo.png. So now I can put the logo in. So image source equals, and then now I have to go into the images directory. Sorry, I gotta turn off notifications. Do not disturb. Okay, image source. So I have to go into images. So I want to say images and then slash and then logo.png. Let's see how that looks. It's really giant. So I want to actually do some styling. Well, let's see. So let's check on nav. Nav needs to be flexbox. So now I'm going to go to CSS style. Let's see if I have anything set up for nav in here yet. I have image width 100%, which is fine. I just want to resize basically everything else. So I don't have nav in here. So let's add that. Oh, okay, nav. So first I want nav to be, I want everything in it to be display flex. So I'm going to say that. And then because that logo, let's see if that helps a little bit. Okay, that's helping a little. And now I can say I want to justify the content. Maggie, go downstairs. Justify content to what's it called? Space between, I think. Let's see that. Okay, so now they're right and left. Now, you know, obviously they need a little bit of help there. So I'm going to give them some padding. And I can split it up so that the top and bottom have the same. So I'll make it 40 pixels top and bottom. And then the next number will be left and right. So left and right I'll also do. Actually, I'll have them all be 40 pixels. So if you only have one number, it's going to assume you want it for all four sides. If you have two, it does top, bottom, and then the second number is left, right. Or you can have four and just say the top is 40, the right is 30, the bottom is 20. You can do that. But let's just do 40. Okay, looking good. And now I need to flex this one as well, because right now it's only flexing in here. Let me show you. It's only flexing this div and this UL. So now the UL actually needs to have flexbox as well. So I can say UL. So I'll say if it's a UL inside the nav, then have it display flex box. Flex, sorry, display flex. And now we've got flexing, and now we need to just do a little padding for those too. So that's going to be on the LI. So I'm going to say nav LI. And then let's just give it a padding of 0 top and bottom, and then maybe 20 pixels left and right. So each one will be spaced out. Okay. So let's move down the page. I still have styling to do, but at least we got the nav done. Then after that, I'm going to have a header. And actually, my header, I don't think it has anything in it. It's just that one big image. So I have a couple options here. I could just have an image here, or I could do a background image and size, what size I want it to be. I'm going to do that just to kind of show you more background size stuff. So here's my header. Now I can say header. Wait, I think I had some header stuff. Let me check. Quote header. Okay, margin bottom. So I'm going to just use that. Let's get rid of this one. Header, margin bottom. And then I'm going to say I want it to have a height of, let's see what he's got in here. This is a Stephen Lee design. Height, what is the height? Tell me. Oh, width, height. Height is 300, width is 1440. So I'll do a height of 300 pixels. And then actually the width, I want it to be 100% of the viewport width. So 100 VW. And then it's going to have a background image, and it's going to have a URL. And be careful with this URL. You need it to not have any spaces at all. And then I think I called this one home-banner.png. Okay, and then we want it to size, we want it to like have a size that's going to fill the space. So cover is usually your best option. Let me make sure I got the name right. Oh, look what I did. So, okay, this is a good one. So I'm inside this folder. I have to get out of this folder first and then into images. So the way you do that is you say go up one. So that's getting out of CSS. And then you can say images. So now I'm going into images. And then in the images folder, I'm getting this home banner. Okay, let's see how, okay, we've got the home banner in. It looks like it's sizing pretty well. And it's, oh, weird. It's like staying static. Why is it doing that? Let's position it. So we can use background, position, center. You can also use percentages. So if I do this, there you go. Now it's kind of centering itself. That's the difference there. So you could also do 50-50. And then if you have an image that's larger than the space it's in, you can kind of adjust it, which is nice. Come on, 50%. Okay, so now let's make some other pages and then we can link to them. So now that I have kind of a basic header situation, oh, well, there is going to be some text that's going to be similar. So I take back what I just said. Let's look at this file. Okay, so I'm going to just copy all this text. I guess I can only copy that part first. And I'm going to have an H1. I'll just paste this in. No, ignore it. Okay. And then this actually is going to be in an H2. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go H2, paste, get rid of that extra space. And now I've got this. I'll deal with the margin in a minute. And then below it, there's some text. So I'm going to grab that. This is why it's so important to have final content in your design file, because then it's just a matter of copying and pasting. I'm going to make a paragraph. I'm going to paste this text in. Let's see how that looks. Okay, I got my text in. And now there's like a button, right? Where's the button? So the button is join mailing list. Because this is not a form, I'm going to make this be a link and I'm going to give it an outline. So let's do that. So we're going to say underneath the paragraph, I'm going to put it in its own paragraph and I'm going to say href equals something. I guess I'll have a mailing list page.html. And it said join mailing list. And I know I want this to have a button class, like a button style. So I'm going to say class equals button, and then I'll make a style for that. Okay, so here's that. The default is red, and I want to change it to that orange. So let's go grab that orange color. Seti orange. I hate, okay, prototype, inspect. Okay. Kind of hate how I can never find that. Okay, so under inspect in Figma, and you don't have to be using Figma, it just happens to be what I'm using. So E, okay, it's copied, 5450A. So let's go to style and then find the anchor tag, styles. So I want my default anchor tag on the site to be, oh, that was weird, this orange, and there's no underlines. And then the hover, I think he's got this gray, which is, oh, it's technically black, but it's not black, it's gray. That's cuckoo. So I'll just make this that 222 color, which is like very close to black. Okay, and then we have a button class, right? So let's dot button. So it has it's an anchor tag. We want it to display inline block so we can give it some padding and stuff. Otherwise, it's going to think it's like a inline and it won't let us add padding. So I'm going to give it padding of, let's just start with 16 pixels on all sides. I'm going to give it a border of 2 pixels solid of that orange color. So I'll just copy and paste. And then let's see what we have so far. Okay, it doesn't, what did I do wrong? Border 2, oh, there's a space here. Okay, there it goes. Just a space, just a typo. Okay, and now when we hover over it, I also want the border to have a gray border as well when you hover. So I'm going to do button hover, and then that's going to be border 2 pixels solid 1 2 3 4 5 6. You could actually shorten this to just 1 2 3 numbers since they're all the same. Okay, let's see if that hover works. Okay, great. So let's just, for main, we want it to be, let's look at the design. So it's like probably about 70% width of the page. So let's make sure all this is inside main. So I'm going to say main. Do I have any main in here? Nope. I'll put it here. Main width of, let's try 75%. Let's do 75 of the viewport width. It doesn't actually matter. Let's do percent. And then margin auto. And that will make it not take up the whole page, and it'll center it because it'll give you auto margins. I actually do think it should be 70, so I'll change that. And then let's give some things some space, right? So the header, the H1, has no line height or margin. I'm going to give it a line height of 52 pixels, slightly larger than the size, and then I'm going to give it a margin bottom of, I don't know, let's try 20%. So we'll just kind of go down the line, right? And then same thing for the H2. It's got a, I think the font size is pretty close. Let's see what he's got in the design. He's using Source Sans Pro, so I'll have to change that later. He's using 60. And then this one is, come on, that's not 60. Huh. Headline one, I guess. Oh, 40, okay, 44. I'm blind. And oh, look, he's got line height. So 44 with 55 and 60 with 60. Cool. So he's got 60. Let's change this to 60. And then font size 44. and line height 55, and then margin bottom, we'll just keep doing 20. Okay, and then the paragraph definitely needs some help. So let's see what he's got for line height here. 25 for line height and 20 for the body copy. And while we're at it, let's look at this. So this is 27, 22, so 20 and then 22, 25. Okay, so paragraph first. Do I have a paragraph in here? I don't think so. Okay, so I'll put it below the H1. Oh, you know what? Let's not put it in paragraph because we want the body to be default to 20, right? And I guess we could default, let's see if this would be dangerous or not. We could default the line height here to 25. That would probably involve all the order list stuff. I don't know if I want to do that. I think they're all going to be... Yeah, I'm going to do it because it looks so scrunched like it is right now that I think I'd rather have a base line height, and then I can adjust as I go. So body, and then that's for paragraph, and then the button, he had it as 22. Button padding. So I'll say font size. And I know you're probably noticing that I'm putting things in a certain order. It doesn't really matter. It's just you want to kind of have your base styles up above, and as the more specific you get, the farther down you get. So usually classes go down, go farther down. We're not actually using this grid, but I'll just leave it. So let's see how we're doing now. And I also noticed, oh yeah, and then paragraph should have a margin bottom for sure. And then let's do other pages. I don't want to go too far. So paragraph, margin, bottom. I'll just stay consistent for now and say 20 pixels. It's probably different in here, but we'll just... Yeah, it looks like 40. Okay. Okay, so we've got this. Probably need some more here, but we're close enough. Now I'm going to take index and I'm going to save it as file, save as, and I'm going to call it people, and I'm going to save it. And so now I have a people. I want to make sure, oh, I forgot to change the title. So I'll just say SETI Institute people, just so I know I don't get confused. I like to just have a class on the body that is people page, and then you can use it to override stuff. So I'll change this to people, and then people I'm just making this up who are creative. And then so now when we're on the index page, let's go back there. I'm linking to a file called people.html. So if I click this, I go to the people page. I should probably also link that logo so we can go back to home. Ahref equals index.html. And then I'll put that anchor tag, closing tag around the image. So I'm making the image clickable now. So let's try that. Refresh. People page. Now if we, oh wait, I changed it on index. I can just copy the whole thing. Copy, people page, copy, paste. Okay. So just sort of reiterating what I did, I wanted to get through a bunch of the page so I can have a lot of the generic styles done. Like the H1s are going to be this size. They're going to have a margin below them. They're going to have, line height so that when they wrap, they'll look okay. They're going to have, a basic font size, a basic button style. And from there, I can kind of get crazy. So let's say, I don't know, maybe on this page, on the people page, we want to, let me go to people. We want to have like totally different font color, right? So instead of going to, let's see, where's the color set for that? Body, where did I set the color? Maybe I didn't set the color. Header, width, color, hover. Yeah, maybe there's no. So I could set like everything will be this color. So color, I'll do that gray color, right? So that's the default. And then let's say on the people page, you want the default color to be something else, right? Like just go crazy and I don't know, have it all be marigold. Well, what you can do, because we have this people page class that's all the way up in the body. So this is going to like, HTML, it trickles down. It's like a hierarchy. So we can go to style and we can say, okay, the body on this page is like that, but on .people dash page, and I'm gonna actually link. I'm gonna say body dot. This is saying a class that's on the body in particular. I'm gonna say people page. The color, the default color for the whole page is going to be, let's just make it that orange color, right? So this is gonna, it's gonna like inherit anywhere that it's not more specific. Like, so the button, it probably won't override, but it's the same color as the button anyway. So now we've got orange stuff, and I could override the button by saying, okay, well, if on the on the people dash page on the button, make the border be 2 pixels solid, but instead of orange, have it be I don't know. We'll just make it teal because we're here. And then we could do on button hover, we could say people page button hover, make it make it also teal. So I can copy that and then say teal. So what I'm doing is I'm saying all the regular buttons, the global buttons, make them like this. But if we're on a specific page and it's a button, then make it like this. So let's take a look at our magical new button. Okay, so it didn't work for the anchor. Oh, let's see. Okay, so button. Oh, right, because the anchor is this. So yeah, we'd want to change just the color of it. So we could say on the people page, any anchor, make it be teal. Oops, it got crazy. Okay, fixed that. Let's try that out. There. So now this is and the hover is not doing anything different. What did I do for hover? Oh, I made it the same. Let's make it pink. Right, and then I could do the same thing for anchor. All the anchor tags on the whole page. If it's a hover, then make them pink. And then just to show that, let's just put, I'll just put an anchor tag around this. Copy that or cut that and paste it after the word. Cool, so now I've got teal with a pink hover, and we could, change that, make this more specific to be an A dot button. But yeah, so now I can kind of keep going and just consider whether something is a global style or if it's specific to the page. Okay, and then same thing for projects. I'd go and make a new projects page. I hope this was helpful. This is like a whole half an hour, but I think it will help out a lot. All right, thank you. Bye.